Good morning, Age of Empires friends. Welcome to this pilot episode of Mundo News in English. Our idea is to bring you the latest news from the Age of Empires world here on Mundo's channel. We've been doing these videos in Spanish for around a month or so. We'd like to thank you very much for your suggestion on how to improve. We read your comments carefully and try to do their best for the next one. Don't hesitate, post your comments here below. We also put a long list of useful links for different topics we discussed during the episode. Don't forget to take a look. Age of Empires Definitive Edition may be available in Steam. Adam Isgreen, creative director of the Definitive Edition, commented that the game could reach Steam at some point. According to what Isgreen explained to PC Games, and they would like to bring the best version of the game, so they will wait for the final version to be available before making any move. On the other hand, the Video Games Press has not been kind at evaluating the game. Although they applaud the graphic change, they sustain that the gameplay and artificial intelligence have not evolved at all during this game. The highest note that has obtained is 7.8 out of 10 by Bandal, which would be an improved, but not much more. Learn and play Age of Empires 1. Microsoft published a small guide with tips to play the new Age of Empires and would like to share it with you. Please take a look at the link in the description of the video. This week in Voobly's 1v1 ranking, we have seen some interesting changes. The first one is that MBL won 4 consecutive games at Slam and is currently in 2nd place in the ranking. BB on this par with his other account, DayZ, won several games to the Viper at the beginning of the week. Nikab, on the other hand, beat Hera a few times but ended up losing around 5 games against him, and he was outside of the top 10 last weekend. Lan, which is a Spanish player, lost several games versus Q and a couple of games to Hera, and this week is ranked 35th in the ranking. Tattoo, on the other hand, did not manage to add this week and is fallen from the top 20 with about 220 points. Hard, yet another week, is the best Spanish-speaking player of the world. Congratulations, amigo. In this edition, we would like to highlight the semifinals games of the bracket of the Master of Arena, where Tato showed all the mastery to prevent and counterattack the flush of the Russian businessman, who has become famous for killing players in Arena with this strategy.
The Viper beats Thar 4-0 in the winners bracket of the Master of Arena and advances to the Great Final. So, who is it gonna be? CL, Tato, or Stark again? We can't wait to see these games.
Mention of honor to Juan versus Matt. We will also like to highlight in this edition that the games for the Argeking Cup between Juan and Matt, the Gaucho player who already eliminated River Plation from the competition, returned to surprise with some exciting games, pushing the Argentina legend Juan to the limit. At the end, Juan managed to win 3 versus 2 and advance to the next phase, but this is clearly a wake-up call for him. He wants to continue progressing in the tournament. Thumbs up for me. The player of the week is undoubtedly MBL, who not only at the time of the recording is ranked number 2 in the world, but has his other account in top 10 this week has won against Slam, Lex, and Jordan.
Battle of Thar. New tournament to see who's the number 1 of India. The AOE Indian community announces a 1v1 Arabia tournament to see who's the best player. Registration was closed this February 24th and the organizing committee is currently looking for donors to be able to give the prizes and money. Let them know if you'd like to contribute, link in the description. LAN in Costa Rica. The Tenka community is organizing a 1v1 tournament with free raid in their country. This LAN event will be held on March 4th at the Match Café, San Pedro, San Jose. If you are in Costa Rica and want to participate, please take a look at the description of this video below. Pura vida! Aftermath and Tyrant signed up for Battle of Africa, the biggest tournament of Age of Empires so far. This year Worm's engines and the two strongest clans of the moment have already set present in the competition. Aftermath, formed by Nikov, Jerry, Hart and MBL, will seek to ratify the good moment with winning the tournament and making history, while the Tyrants with the Viper, Tato, Dot and Jordan23 will seek to maintain the prestige by winning the battle. The Vietnamese are also registered with ACCM, Pool, 8 Euro and Yellow, who will delight us with their characteristic style of play. We really can't wait for this amazing tournament to begin. Start the game already! The national tournament of Guatemala continues. The tournament organized by the Central American country is getting closer to its final phase. In the semifinals of the winner bracket, Campesino Waynes will face Guayo Ucleo and Bark faces Tailshite. If you would like to follow this tournament and get more info, please take a look at the link in the description. Smash is the best player of Ecuador. The player was proclaimed champion at the Eco H tournament after defeating Jers 4-1. If you want to see the reputation of the games, please find the link in the description of this video.
Victory of the Chileans in love against the legendary RBK in only 2 games. Excellent team dynamics were noticed between Noisig, Whitecourt and QR Rook, which brought them 2 clear victories in Arabia and Migration, eliminating RBK. Very good weekend for Clan Gaucho after eliminating ST and the favorites NHN in the legendary League of Clans. Feature game of Clan Gaucho B in Islands vs NHN with double landing of Éxodo. Next week, a nice South American duel between In Love and Gaucho awaits us for a place in the semifinals. Clan Arc manages to beat former league champions Nomad Vikings and advances to quarterfinals, where they meet Run Force Run with Spaden, Darkly Wise and company, who beat the Turkish Akovku. Birras y Tapas eliminates Killers 2-1 and advances to quarterfinals, where they'll meet either Sick Tactics B or New Chapter. Lastly, the Germans won against the Aussies, and Black Forest advances to quarterfinals, where they'll play this week against Gaucho B. Let the quarterfinals begin. We move now to Africa to talk about the Ethiopians. 10th century, the army of Judith will end the empire of Aksum, beginning the Dark Age. Campaign available in the African Kingdoms expansion. They were a civilization of archers, historically known for the Aksumid and the Sagwe kingdoms. Known to be mercenaries for quick implementations to other kingdoms, especially to Egypt, they were known also to be very fierce in battle. The Ethiopian army is made up of Shotlite Warrior, their unique unit, which is created in the castle. This unit can be upgraded in castles with a technology called centralization. This technology makes the Shotlites be created in 3 seconds. The Shotlites excel because of their high damage in melee combat, attack speed and movement speed, and that can serve as a last-minute defense due to their high speed of creation. An elite Shotlite can kill a villager with only 2 blows. The Ethiopians get the free upgrades of pikes and halberdiers for free. They also have a special bonus of walking archers, which shoot 15% faster. And finally, one of the characteristics of this civilization is that you can move. As you move to another age, you get 100 gold and food, which may be a great help. Plus, they have a bonus for the team. Towers and outposts have +3 line of vision. Thank you very much for watching this pilot episode of Mundo News in English. Please don't hesitate to post your comment here on YouTube on how to improve. Hope you liked it. See you next week.